So 5 of discs. I'm doing the life, truth, love, and harmony spread, and I'm starting with this 5 of discs. And this is, I've created a YouTube channel and a website, and feeling like what I created wasn't stable enough to sustain. And looking back at it, I want to protect and keep what I do have left and sit here and be its guardian. Continue to sit here and speak up for what is done with. And this is the recognition that you can decide to walk away from this. Like, surrender it. Allow it to return to the ground and recycle, and let the ground, trust that the ground will bear new fruits. If the tree is rotten, don't hold on to the tree in hopes that it might come back because you have an attachment to it and you call the tree Daisy. Allow the tree to return to ground and trust that new trees will come, that new fruits will be bared, fertile. And we see the Hanged Man came after. So this is the trust, this is the surrendering into the experience, surrendering of the ego specifically, and let it be as it is. Surrendering of my desire to control people's perception of me and who get to see what parts of me. I've said this before as well. And just let it all hang out there, basically, in faith and in trust that all that is meant for me is for me. You see here, even that's the first time I recognized that here there's bare ground and here there's fruitful ground. So is that trust and the cycle of the darkness and the light. And I just wrote down here in my book, and I'm gonna do a post about it on my website as well. Love this book so much. So this is the first page, and I wrote, first there is darkness. First there is darkness. As the dark night sky on a new moon night with no stars in sight. As the soil of the ground before any seeds are planted. As the insides of a woman's yoni, fertile and receptive, she lays calm and in patience. In her love and compassion, she holds space where new life is invited to experience, learn, and live. First there was darkness. God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. What came before the light? The voice. Let there be light. The sound, the vibration. That's what I've written for now. I don't know why I was looking like all mystical and but that's it. Next card I got here. I probably will upload this since I'm at this point. So hello Jammis, how you doing? This is a thing I've done one time before where I sit out here in the sun in my own space and time and meditate, stretch out, clear out my mind, drink some tea or some, I call it tea, but it's really just hot water with different things in it. This time I have ginger, mint leaves, and a cinnamon stick, and then just some water in there. So the next card, let me show you the spread, how it's looking. This is where I am. See this as well. The sunshine is beautiful. Did you get to see everything here? So this is life, truth, love, harmony down here. You see that? And then these cards, I came to like do the last in the middle, where it's like the portal or the gateway or the core, whatever you want to call it, of the spread, and the message, like the summary, kinda is what I feel. And usually I would be like, I want to start with that or I want to save that till the end, but they came out open, and then I'm just like, okay, so that's where you want me to start, or that's where we're starting. I'm very go with the flow when it comes to the tarot cards and all of this stuff. I have to keep my back straight. So, and it came out like this, where this was at the back. So then I start with that, like where we're journeying from. And yeah. So, back to the reading. The all. And I'm gonna do this not as like specifically targeted towards like an audience, or like for my tribe. Yeah, actually before I started with the mystical shaman oracle deck, and these are the ones that came out, the moon and the circle, and I was just like, what? So yeah, we're gonna have this in mind as well, right? Or at heart. So then the next one was the all, and the all is the embrace, the knowledge that all is all, the good and the bad, the all experiences lead to the same destination, and it's all good. Like when we, especially for myself, when I like worry or when I think that I should be doing this, I should be doing that, and I become hard on myself, it's like it's all part of the journey. And the society we live in is so responsive, and it's so like act and react. If you do this, then you're going to jail, and you're going to push you to the side, and you're not welcome, and you're not worthy anymore. And it's like so unhealthy, and it's so like BS. Of course there's a lot of things that happen, and it's easy to say that this happened to me, but when we come to this place of understanding that all is you, and you are the all universe. I did this in the last one too, that you are the all. And when you look at different people and situations as different reflections of you, different aspects of you, different expressions of you, then at least for me, in this body, in this space and time, I have found so much peace in that understanding that whatever happens is part of the journey, and what can I take from it? What is the beauty in it? What is the beauty in a painful and ugly situation? How can I learn from it and evolve from it? As a stone that is like crushed and rubbed at and turns into a diamond, where's the rose that rises from the concrete? Someone came to our school when we were children. I think I was like 8. No, I was older, like 6th grade, 5th grade, and they were talking about the rose that rises from concrete. Wow, did you see this? This thing just turned. This car just flipped over, and I was so touched by that. Um, what's it called? I'm gonna say poetry. Um, Poetry, yeah, by Tupac, and it's called "The Rose That Rises from Concrete." I can't recite it. I don't remember, but I know that it's basically finding your path even when someone puts concrete on you, and finding your path to grow in your truth and express your own truth, your own light, your own life, your own love in harmony. And we have Princess of Cups. Ooh. This is a very fertile card. There's a lot of physical and emotional energy here, and then it finishes off with the Ten of Wands, which is Saturn in Sagittarius, and we have a new moon coming up in Sagittarius. The moon yesterday was so beautiful. I'm gonna go out tonight, hopefully, and watch the beauty and do what I'm doing now, basically, just in the moonlight instead of the sunlight. Princess of Cups. I feel like it's being open, being vulnerable, finding strength in that vulnerability. And like a child is the Princess of Cups, which is also like the Daughter of Cups, the daughter of water, daughter of emotions. And the daughter of emotions cries when she wants to cry. She laughs when she wants to laugh. The type of person that you probably had in your school, the type of expression where someone is being serious and then someone reacts what you would call irresponsibly. And it's that kind of energy where there's no such thing as responsible. And of course, there is. And I've had my journey with responsibility, especially this year and the end of last year. But it's all about balance and harmony. There's a time for responsibility and there's a time for irresponsibility. And it's almost like sometimes being irresponsible lives up to your own responsibility to free yourself, you know? Like everything is part of everything. It's all this beautiful cycle, the circle of life. And then with the Ten of Wands at the end, it's liberation, freeing yourself, like the transformation, the ego death. And for me, this picture is like this bird dies in the flames and rises in this new expression of self, this beautiful, glorious transition like a butterfly. When you let go of the cage that you've held yourself in, this like the cage is the identity, who you're supposed to be, who you see yourself as, who other people see you as, and letting go of that and just being, you know what, I'm just gonna be as I am. If that doesn't flow with people, then, or the people that I am used to having around me, then I'll find new people. There's a lot of people on this planet, and again, it's back to that trusting that the ground is still fertile and able to bear fruit again, that you got friends before and you can get friends again, family, and starting that love from within first, always, always. The love you have for yourself is the love that other people will see and reflect back to you. Wow. Okay, so that's beautiful. I'm gonna leave that at that, and then I'm gonna do the rest of the spread for myself. And then if there's more messages that, because this is gonna take time, and I don't want to feel like the video. Actually, no, I changed my mind. We're gonna continue. So now I'm gonna move over to life. Life rises in the east with the sun. God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. The that was so creepy. The sun rises, right? The fire energy is the first that we have in the cycle. Ooh. Three of Wands, fire energy. This is Aries, Sun in Aries. You can see down here the properties of the card. The Devil. That's why I said ooh, because some people gonna be like, No. And the crown. For me, in this case, I want to start right here. This represents fear. It represents the what kept you in the cage. The devil is only as scary as you allow him to be, him, her to be. It is what we call temptation and desire and captivity, pain. And in this case, it's facing how you've held yourself captive, how you've held yourself back from your own blessings, how like is your focus on how other people view you? Are you doing something because because you're expecting someone to like you more? That's desire, and that's distractions too. I feel with this devil card, it's distractions. Is who are you creating for? Are you creating for yourself? For the love? Are you open for love? Is it for your highest good? Whenever you create for your own highest good, it in turn is for everyone else's highest good, because we're all, again, one love. The collective, the mental consciousness, this like procrastination, it's the reason why it's such a prominent thing in most people's life and mind psyche is because it's a collective conscious. This procrastination of um, the world, the state of the world, let's just say the state of the world. Instead of doing something, we're procrastination. We're distracting ourselves with the glitter, the drama, the how can I numb my pain, the drugs. And when I say drugs, that's not just heroin or cocaine or cigarettes or coffee. It's, are you addicted to a game? That's a drug that's putting you in a different state of mind. Are you addicted to TV, to the news? Is there something that you feel bound to, captive to? And this is basically the ability and the recognition that you can free yourself from all of that. It's not going to take like pressing a button and then it's over. It takes work, it takes practice, and it takes patience. And you have to have compassion for yourself. Because when you have compassion for yourself, you're able to look at your own truth and see it as it is without judging yourself. A lot of the time, why we don't want to see our own truth, our own where we have a room for growth, is because instead of seeing it as this is where I have room for growth, we see it as this is something that is my weakness. This is something that makes me less worthy. That's a lie. Nothing can make you less worthy. You're alive because you are life. You are the essence of life. You're the power of life. You're the manifestation of life, creation. Nothing can make you more or less worthy, you know? And with the Three of Wands, it's the little steps, again, holding the space and the understanding that you were in charge all along, as much as this reality allows it to. How can I use what I have to move to where I want to move to? Past this illusion. You see, this one has a mask on. And these are like not really, what's it called? Like clenched to their chains. They're open. Like they always had the choice to stay or leave. There's also karma. And here we have the crown. the world. This is the Merkaba as well, the light body, the body that moves beyond time and space. It's all within. Next, moving up to truth. Queen of Wands in reverse. Prince of Swords in reverse. And the Princess of Swords upright. Truth. Hold on to this amethyst. Woo. Alright. Alright. This is truth, the illusion of what you need. Like, I started this reading with no like specific ceremony like I was doing yesterday when I recorded the full moon in Sagittarius video tarot reading. I started with this ceremony and I was like, okay, I need to clear the space, I need to set my intentions and like do it in the right way, in the right order, and use all my knowledge and make sure that it's all clean and of highest good and highest intention, and that people know that it's of highest good and highest intention. And with this, I just started. Like, I was out here, I feel out in the open, I get the sunshine, and I feel the wind, and feeling good, feeling confident, especially since I started the video with no intention of sharing it. And then now it's just like, the truth is, you are all you need. I really feel like this is the theme of all of this, that you are all you need. The moon is a reflection of you and your capabilities, of your beauty. I'll probably come out with the song that I've written soon, because there's just so much that keeps going back to what I've written. Like the Princess of Swords, this card, there's all the colors, all the chakras, like in her hair, and bringing it down to earth, into manifestation. And I think this is the fruit of life, as you can see there. Hopefully the camera can pick it up. And the thoughts, and it's just bringing it into creation, into abundance, into life, physical life that we're experiencing. That's right. And with the Prince of Swords in reverse too, I definitely feel like it's that perception and idea that things need to be a certain way for them to be right. And even though I'm talking about like there's no such thing as right and wrong, of course, like when you're living, there is that up and down. Sometimes I get caught up in the things that I speak about myself, and that's why I appreciate this, because it helps me, and that's why I share it, because at least it's helping me. If it doesn't help anyone else, it's soothing my soul. It's like I'm moisturizing my soul. Yes. So that's the truth. The truth will set you free, but first it'll piss you off. Hey. Every day, hey, my lemonade. Oh, there's this quote that's said to be from Thought, and I think it's interesting that Thought is the one of the Kemetic deities, or Neteru is what deities mean in ancient Egypt, from what I have studied. And what was I gonna say? He says the only limitation, the only thing that limits you is you, like who you think you are. Where did I write it down? Let's see if I have it here. I think it's in the other book. Yeah, it's in the other book. All right. That's a nice profession. What about you? What do you want to be when you grow up? I'm gonna be a motherfucking hustler. You better ask somebody. Do, 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 do. Okay, love is beautiful. Queen of Wands. 10 of Swords. Eight of Cups. Whew. Again, in this recognition that you are in charge, recognizing your beauty and your ability to manifest life, love, truth, harmony, your own reality. Again, it's not going to be a push of a button. It's going to take patience, compassion, practice. I'm going to say that again, practice. The difference between you and who you're looking up to is that they have given themselves the time and the space to practice. Time, patience, place, compassion, practice, action. I'm coming up with this as we go, okay? And the 10 of Swords is the death of an old thought form, an old way of perceiving things, an old way of receiving things, information, letting go of that, like the fulfillment, the finish of that, the next, being ready for the next journey. I don't know if you can see that there's the soul rising from this old physical. This is like painful, and this is the state of being, like right before you're dead, basically. How long do you want to stay in that pain? It's almost like the mind can stay in this state of mind. Like if something happens, something negative happens, and it's so painful, and then you stay in that pain and you blame it on other people, and you're like, oh, this hurts so much, and you keep thinking about it, and that's when you keep something. I feel like when we experience something, we keep it. It's easy to keep it in your mind and like hold back from allowing it to reach your heart and to feel what you want to feel from what happened. But the way we release it and the way it flows through our body is if we allow it to go through and then release it. When we allow what happened to move from our mind and into our hearts, and we feel the pain, and we learn, first you have to feel the pain, and then you learn to appreciate the pain, and then you let go of it. Because once you appreciate it, you know why it's there, and you know you'll feel and see your own abilities and your own beauty past or even in the ugly. You feel what I'm saying? And then you'll be able to let that go, what no longer serves. Eight of Cups. Emotionally as well. So that this is like the release of the mental. And then there's the release of the emotional. And again, back to trust. Trusting that what no longer serves you is no longer meant for you. Releasing it, letting it go, and allowing. If you're holding on to, if you have something and you're holding on to it, if you're in a relationship that's abusive and ugly, and you hold on to that relationship and you keep your ring on because this is who I am, this is who I'm supposed to be. I said that I was going to be with this person forever, so now I have to be that. I can't leave. I have to stay in this. Holding on to that, keeping that ring on, you're going in the grocery stop, and a person that would have been beautiful for you to be with is not gonna walk up to you because he or she sees that you have your ring on, that you're taken, that you're where you're supposed to be, that you're happy, that you're fulfilled, when that's not even the truth. And with this, it's releasing what no longer serves you, having the strength, the courage, and the patience and the trust to release what no longer serves you, to give yourself room to receive what is for you. When you evolve, and I did this myself the past like 2 weeks, I saw the difference in who I was, and I wanted to hold on to how other people saw me, who other people saw me as. And like with releasing these videos, I am saying, this is who I am. This is how I am. And if that doesn't resonate with anyone who was my friend or my companion in the past, then that's okay. They have their own journeys to take, and I have my own. And what is meant for me will be for me, you know? Finally, we got Harmony. 6 of Discs in reverse. 8 of Wands upright. And the Tower. It's coming down, son. It's coming down. This is the leftovers that we have here, the Tower. I don't know if you can see that there's a tower here. See that structure? Ooh. And I feel like maybe it's like this one went into the tower and then started building up on what was already broken. And there was just this moment where no, it's coming down today. There's fire on the mountain. Run, run, run. Oh, there's fire. And like you have this tower where you're looking out from, and like this is where I'm safe. I'm gonna stay up here. And like, no, son, that's not gonna work. And then just releasing. Like again, there's so much releasing here. Letting go, and letting go of your own like restraint, and just enjoying life, just living life, living your own adventure. Just like get it how I live. Live it how I get it. 8 of Wands and 6 of Discs in reverse. Now this 6 of Discs is, it says, I usually don't read these things too much. I did it in the beginning when I had no clue what tarot cards was, and I really love this deck for getting me, or being a tool that got me to this place, to this state. I love it so much. And remember that we are the tools. We are all we need, again. And sometimes it takes being a little bit selfish. And that these are like their cycles, right? You see the different cycles of who you are. And in the different cycles, in the truth of expressing it, like from my experience, being honest, being truthful is so easy. It's hard. But then once you get into the routine or the cycle, the flow of it, it makes things so much easier. You get to say exactly what you feel like saying, and of course with compassion, right? Don't be just a prick, a sack of balls to people, but just when you're being honest and you keep it real, there's this like relief of, especially for me, within the mind, where I'm like, okay, I have to think about how to say this to this person, or how to like, and you're holding that space in you, and now it's just like, no, I'm just gonna say it as it is. And if I say something that offends the other person or that doesn't resonate, they also have the space to tell me back again, and like then we have that communication. And y'all feel what I'm saying? Is you feeling it? So then we're gonna finish up with these two, the moon and the circle. The circle card for me is the tribe. See different handprints, unity and diversity. Also in fingerprints lies the truth, the true DNA, the true expression that you are, whether your mental and emotional body allows it to come through or not. I think is really interesting because there's this, I feel like our physical expression is a reflection of who we are on the inside. The computer is about to die. Okay, let's do it. Hurry up. And these both are like the circle and the moon, the feminine, divine feminine energy, and divine feminine energy is definitely coming through. I've noticed a lot of guys being in like the the pain and in the darkness. And again, the darkness is a place where it can be uncomfortable, it can be scary, but once you like release and trust that you are where you're meant to be, and know that you have the power to move yourself. Power and the movement is the male, is the action, is the going out, is the fire, is the sun that rises from darkness. You have the darkness, the womb within the woman, and you have the light, the semen from the man, the action and the reception. It's all harmony and it's all balance. And if there's any guys watching this, know that you are loved, you are appreciated. This fly. Don't come at people the wrong way though. Fix your own stuff. Love yourself first. And again, people will see that love and reflect it back to you. Alright? The moon, the circle. Maybe also reflect on who is your circle. First within yourself and your own ability to love yourself with all now. And then who is your circle? Who used to be part of your circle? What happened? Who used to be part of your joy? Is it a long time since you had a good laugh? Who did you have a good laugh with the last time? How can you communicate to them from a place of love? And for me, I have a couple people that I'm going to reach out to. I'm feeling today where I'm going to reach out by claiming my own responsibility and sharing my appreciation and love for them, and being open to receive and hear and see whatever they are, wherever they are in their journey. When you open up and you reach out to someone in your truth and from your heart, it can feel so vulnerable, and it can feel so like that you have to be on the defense because you're so open. And then especially if the answer is not what you expected or not reflective of love, you can put up that wall again and either like return, like send back something to be like on the offense, like, okay, we're gonna fight this, do 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 do. But then it's like what they send you, what they reply you, when you send something from your heart, from your love, is a reflection of where they are in their journey. And that's all there is to it. Just appreciate it, you see it as it is, and then leave it alone. Move on with your own things. All right? Thank you for watching. I love you. Stay jamming, stay living, stay loving. Where's the thing? There it is.